Welcome to Life Skill Approved, a new show on the Distraction Approved channel. I'm Chris, and I have special guest Sean with me today. And this one came about when we were first talking about the channel, and he mentioned, he doesn't really play much in the way of games, but he did have this other thing that he uses on his phone quite a bit that could be interesting to talk about. So he told me the name of it. It was called Personal Capital. It's an app you can download, or they even have a web interface, which I believe it started as just like a website.
That's how I started it. I heard about it from the Adam Carolla podcast. He did an ad for it on there, and I said, well, it was free.
Yeah.
It still is free. I checked it out, signed up, and it's a really good tool for all of your assets and for tracking your spending and stuff.
Yeah, so it's put out by Personal Capital Corporation, and if you look at just the App Store, it's got 4.8 stars out of 7,000 reviews on the iOS App Store, which is pretty solid. And I was a little skeptical going in because it's a financial thing, and everybody... Right. I mean, most people are going to be somewhat protective over their own financial information. And the first thing you do when you open up a personal capital account is you give them all the information that you have, your bank accounts, your credit cards, your mortgage. You could put other stuff in it as well. Like you could look up your home value on Zillow, and that gets factored in. You put your retirement accounts in there. You could put your car Blue Book values in there. And at the end of the day, the key metric is it's showing you your net worth.
Right.
And on top of that, it has this dashboard that allows you to look at the net worth, or as you go through it, there's so many different options of what this can put together for you in the way of different graphs.
Right.
I know you were showing me some, that are like the cash flow for the month, your investment portfolio,
your liabilities,
all sorts of stuff.
You open this up.
Yeah, we'll get that open here. Another interesting thing is that you can sign up for email notifications. So I've gotten a few now where it's like, so far at this point last month, you've spent an extra $200 over what you spent last month.
And then your cash flow for the year is up by $1,000 or down, whatever, based on how you started the year off, which is pretty cool. And,
yeah, it is neat.
So when I open up the app, my net worth's right at the top, and it's basically because I have a mortgage and only so much money in my bank account, so I'm a minus, but that's kind of to be expected, right? So
do you have the Zillow home value?
I don't.
So if you do that, it actually will then bump you up probably into the positive for the most part.
I like seeing it like this. But I haven't tried it out, and I might like that too.
Yeah.
But as I scroll through, so my bank account's right at the top, and if I scroll up, it'll change to cash, and it'll show me the cash flow based on my bank account, deposits, withdrawals. And then if I scroll up, there's my investment. It changes color. I can see how my investments are doing. It's just my retirement. Then it goes to credit cards. I see how I'm spending, and it shows. It's just a graph, and you can see basically when I pay my bills too. And then the last one that I have here is my mortgage, which is just kind of a long, but kind of
slow decline. Yeah.
Slow decline, and it's a really powerful tool. And clicking around in here, I can see my cash flow. It'll separate some things apart. I can see budgeting. I can see my transactions, my recent transactions. So instead of logging into all my credit cards and my bank account, here's all my recent transactions, which is just a great tool, and it's free, and I've never had a problem with it.
Yeah. So I like to think of it kind of like, I have an app that I use for reading blogs and news and things like that, like an aggregator.
Right.
This is like a financial aggregator where it just pulls the information from all your stuff, puts it in one place, and it makes all that information very easy to read. And it basically is helping you get a better grasp on your your life. I mean, so much depends on how much money you have coming into your house, and it's one of those things that's not taught to us in school
Right.
a lot of the time. So, there might be schools out there now that have courses on finance and personal finance, and honestly, there should be a requirement before you graduate high school, and you should have to take a course on what it means to balance a checkbook and what it means to have a mortgage and
Right.
pay for a car and have credit cards, because people sign up for debt like crazy without knowing what
And
they're
you
getting
just
into.
don't really understand it. And I mean, in middle school, we had to take shop class. We had to take home ec classes.
Yeah.
Throw some general money classes in there too. Make it part of home ec. It doesn't matter.
Right.
Do that in high school too. Like if you're gonna have some generic health class, whatever, you can make it work. Just do it. Put it in your math class.
Oh yeah, easily. But the point of what we're getting to here is it's not something that people generally are trained on or know about, and this tool actually makes it far easier to kind of understand what's going on with your personal finances. And they also offer like financial advice. Like they can give you contacts to people that can be financial advisors that will help you organize this stuff. On top of all the other tools, like budgeting in that is pretty cool too, because you can set what you want your budget for the month to be based and set it to what sort of things you want it to be. I'm assuming like groceries, gas, that sort of thing.
There was a thing. I went to a bar that had sports in a name, and it thought it was a hobby, so it put it under a hobby like allowance. So I mean, it's just and it looks at your transactions, and if it knows it's a grocery store, it'll put it under grocery. If it knows it's a gas station, it throws it under that gas station bucket too. So it's pretty smart and intuitive, and it knows what to do, and you can categorize things so that they may not know your particular grocery chain, but I think you can say this is a grocery, and then further on, when you go there, it puts it under that category.
Right. So I, and having used it for the few weeks that I have so far, I really like it. I am going to say this is definitely a life skill approved from me.
Double approved. I've been using it for years. And
so it comes highly recommended right here.
And I didn't know it could do as much as it can.
Right.
I mean, I just started clicking around more and more because we're going to make the video. And I'm like, wow, I didn't know this stuff was in here. And you're telling me you can add car values and house values in there. And I didn't know it could do that. And that's it's a bonus.
Yeah, absolutely. So definitely you should check this out. Get on top of your finances using something like this. And maybe it'll help take some of that stress out of your life, which when it comes to this channel, distraction approved. We're all about distraction and kind of avoiding and not paying attention to the stress. This is something that may be more stressful to have to deal with, but if you can get it in order and get it in line and you know what's going on, then maybe you'd be less stress overall. So hopefully we'd be de-stressing you with this as well.
Hey, my 401k is, it tells me right off the top my portfolio is not diversified. Right, so I should probably get on that. And if you set a budget for games, whatever, it's like, all right, well, I've been spending that amount of money. I hit my budget. Okay, I'll need to relax. So use it to your advantage. It's out there. It's free. Go get it. Try it out. You don't have to put all your stuff in there, but throw a couple accounts in there and see what it does for you. And if you like it, keep it and add more to it.
And so to wrap this one up, I'm not going to say my normal catchphrase of stay distracted, because when it comes to finances, you should not be distracted with other things.
Stay woke.
Stay woke on this subject.
Woke AF.
Woke AF. We'll leave it at that. Thank you for watching this video. Please like us and subscribe to the channel. And let us know if you want more life skill approved shows like this. We'll check out other apps, whether it be financial or tasks or other particular useful items that you would have maybe on a smartphone or a computer, and we can do more of these, so let us know. And again, thanks for watching. Please subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you in the next video.